What's going on, guys? Working on my Sonoma S10, whatever you want to call it. I checked it. So I pulled a little dash cluster out because, well, none of the lights work. So, anyways, it's been a long time since I've done one of these, and I totally forgot that these are these style right here. This is PC168, where the bulb's part of the socket. And I'm like, oh great, I know where to get one of them. So I'm going to show you something I used to do. If I can get this camera to sit here for you guys. So basically, the bulb is resistance welded to these tabs on both sides. So I'm just going to take this pick and I'm just going to pull up from the side, back and forth, and get that brought around. You kind of see it. And I'll do the other side the same way. Come on. There you go. Now that I've got them bent up, I'll bend them in a little more. Try to. There we go. Now I got to get them on the inside, which will be the same way. Now you want to be careful. You can see I'm using a pick. You don't want to go too far in because you can actually break the corner of the bulb off and then you end up with broken glass. So just be aware of that. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to scrape down and then up. Basically, I'm just moving it back and forth until it breaks off. Kind of tedious, but when you don't have these bulbs laying around and you don't want to leave the dash out. Now, I remember early 90s, late 80s, early 90s GM cars and all that used them. There were some other manufacturers, but you know, I can't remember everything all the time, right? So basically, you're just going to work these back and forth. And then we'll grab a hold of this bulb here and we're going to slowly pull on it. And if it doesn't want to come out, we're going to push it back in. And then figure out which side isn't broke off yet. It looks like this one hasn't broke off yet. Sorry guys, I don't have a good camera setup for this. Come on. Of course, this one's being stubborn because I'm trying to show you how to do it. I think I got it. Nope. Nope, piece of glass just fell. Got too aggressive. And a piece of glass. Yeah, just keep that in mind. Dang, we're pulling the wires out of here. Oh no! I'll move the camera. That broke out of there. Sorry. Come on. Alright, let's see if that worked. There. Got it out. Yeah, it took a little minute. But then I'm going to shake all the broken bits of glass out, which I'll have to clean up later. That's a piece of metal. I mean, you might end up with a little straggler of the old bulb, which you can just, there, I just picked it right off. Now, only do this if this bulb holder is still decent shape. It's a little, you know, from over the years of heat and whatnot, but if these are like broken or whatever, don't even waste your time doing this. So now I'm going to come over here in my stash of 194 bulbs. And then I'm going to grab my pick and I'm going to bend this tab straight. Likewise with the other side. Now I'm going to insert the bulb. Just rock it slowly with light firm pressure and it'll snap in. Now we're going to take this, so focus right here. Sorry, I got it on this piece of cardboard. Here, maybe that'll work. Take you guys for a ride, I guess. Anyways, so I'm going to pull it one side to the other. I'll try to leave it open. Here we go. Picks is pretty good for this because you can leave this open. But you want to be a little careful with these because these are pretty delicate, somewhat, if you've never dealt with them. But anyways, I'm simply bending them back over here. And then they're just long enough that I can get the tip of this and push it down in here. Push down. And then I'm going to tuck it in. I tucked it in right here. Just in between the plastic and the terminal. That's all I'm doing. So pushing it down and tucking it in so that it stays in place. Has a good connection. Do the same thing with the other side. Oop, that's too far. Now you could do this, or if you can solder and sneak your soldering iron in there and just put a dab of solder on those, you can actually solder them on. So, like I said, this is, you know, if you don't have it, the access to get one right away, and then before you put it in, basically, I'm going to clip this on here, one side. Let's see if I can take it for another ride. And we're going to stick this in our test battery. And I can't. Oh, I think it's dead now. Hang on a second. Pause you. Okay. Sorry. Now we're back. Now I can stick it in here and test it. Now it's working. Now I can make sure that it's working before I put it all back in. Put it all back in here. And then put all this back in to find out it don't work. So I tested all the bulbs, and as long as these surfaces are clean, these should work when I'm done. So thought I'd share that with you while I'm doing this, because yeah, I'm lazy and only want to do this one time. So thanks for checking it out, y'all. Later.